Welcome to Real Issue Podcast. I am your host, Martel Llewellyn. Guys, if you are a Miami Heat fan, continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for all the support. If you're an NBA fan, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for all the support. So shout out to Brian Fonseca for posting this on Twitter. Stephen A. Smith on the Miami Heat via First Take. He said, they don't seem to be together. They don't seem to be a team. Later added, something's missing. They don't seem to like one another. Once again, all this stuff is going to come out as soon as the season ends and everything comes to a close and everyone, goes to Cancun and takes their vacations. Everything's going to come out on, what's going on in this locker room, because everyone's saying that now that, that there's something going on in the locker room. Guys don't like each other. And I think one of the main things is this roster got stale real quick. Once again, you can only run back this same team over and over and over and over again before, players get tired of each other. The same thing happened to the big three. They ran its course and LeBron got out of here. And I think the same thing is happening now. And once again, I think that Jimmy and Bam, they both came into this season wanting changes. They thought they were going to at least see Donovan Mitchell, maybe some other guys. And they came in, they looked around and said, wow, we made no changes. And I think that's when they mentally checked out. Gabe Vincent said that they've been playing like, their mindset is if they're in last season. And clearly they're not that team. This is a brand new season. Teams have definitely gotten better. Teams have improved. We're the only team that really haven't improved. And I know that we were banking on internal development. Stephan, unfortunately, he had ankle surgery. Tyler Hero hasn't really taken the leap that I would expected him to take this season. I mean, he did. I guess that you can say he worked out in that starting role, I guess. But overall, he didn't really take the huge leap I thought he would. Bam Adebayo for the first half of the season, killer. I think that he was great. He was the one that was really keeping this team afloat. He was a second-time All-Star now, so once again, and then, Jimmy Butler did his thing, but, of course he's going to miss a few games here and there. But other than that, this team really didn't improve. Max Strus, he's supposed to be getting paid this offseason. He took a step back. Gabe Vincent took another step back. Duncan Robinson, I mean, he really hadn't caught a rhythm to even be decent from the three-point line. So this team had a huge deficit coming in. Also, too, we had no reliable power forward. I understand why they didn't pay PJ Tucker. I wouldn't have paid that old man either. But they were supposed to put some type of a forward next to Bam Adebayo, and they didn't. They didn't even have a decent backup five behind him. Dwayne Dedman was absolutely terrible. So then that means that Bam Adebayo has to do everything. He's playing more minutes. He's really not getting the rest that he was supposed to get throughout the season. And in my opinion, I think he's injured. I'm not making an excuse for him. But at the end of the day, if you're playing hurt, you're playing hurt. Of course, he's not going to whine and complain about it like other guys in the league and sit out and miss games. He's going to play through injury. But at the end of the day, like I said, this team lacks talent. This team lacks size. And I understand that we have Yurtseven and everyone's saying, well, how come he's not playing? He's slow. I will say I think that Cody Zeller should be getting a lot more minutes, especially how we're very small. Max Strus cannot play power forward. That's absolutely ridiculous to me. And I understand why they're doing it to lean into offense. But if Max Strus is not hitting his shots, then what is it all for? Kevin Love, he is a big name on paper, but, he can't guard anybody. He's slow. He's not hitting his three-point shots. He pretty much looks washed out there. So when you really sit and think about it, Bam is the only, decent big man that we have on this team. I think Cody Zeller will give you good minutes, but, he's not going to, bend the needle for you by any means. So overall, I am looking for huge changes. I don't know, there's a lot of things that are up in the air. Some people want to trade Jimmy Butler for assets, which I'm in favor of. I don't really see this Miami Heat team winning. Also, too, with the cap space right now, with, we owe a lot of money to Kyle, Jimmy, Bam, Tyler's going to be getting paid. Duncan Robinson, he's still on this roster. So there's a lot of money tied up, and they're kind of in bad assets because once again, Duncan Robinson, he's a one-dimensional player, and I think he really needs a new scenery for him to really get going again. Kyle Lowry, besides that 133-point game, what has he really done in Miami? He's had decent spurts. He's helped out the team very, very minimally throughout the, both years that he's been here. But other than that, what is he really giving us? So once again, I just think that we need talent, real talent. We need guys that are not one-dimensional. We need size. We need athleticism. I'm hoping that this roster can definitely get completely transformed. Pat Riley and the Miami Heat organization needs to wake up and get with the times and realize that for us to be competitive, we need to make improvements around our best players. Also, too, we need to put guys around our best players that will actually cover up some of their deficiencies, cover up some of their weaknesses. If we lack shooting, we need shooting around Jimmy and Bam. If we lack defense, we need better defenders around Tyler Hero, not guys that are getting blown by like Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent. These guys are getting blown by. They're all getting, people are just drawing fouls on them all game long, abusing them in the paint. We're terribly, terribly small inside. We're getting out rebounded, out hustled. And once again, I thought this team prided themselves on culture. I thought that this team would at least go out under shield, and they don't want to do that either. But let me know what you guys think about what Stephen A. Smith said, that this team is pretty much, they're just tired of each other and they don't like each other. But once again, I wouldn't go as far as to say that they don't like each other, but I think that the things that are missing is we need talent on this roster immediately. We need a change on this roster immediately. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe as we continue to push to 2,000 subscribers.